The 288-page Watergate deposition by President Nixon's former domestic advisor, John Ehrlichman, was made public today, and through hearsay, second and third-hand quotation, it insinuates that Mr. Nixon had prior knowledge of the Watergate telephone taps. Ehrlichman's testimony in the $6.5 million Democratic National Committee damage suit was based on his interviews about what led up to the Watergate break-in, not what followed. Daniel Shore reports from Washington.
According to this deposition, former Deputy Campaign Director Jeb Magruder claimed that the Watergate wiretap went ahead only because of word that President Nixon wanted it to. Ehrlichman said he conducted interviews with the principals after the president concluded on March 30th that counsel John Dean was involved up to his eyebrows. In one interview, Magruder was quoted as saying that 2 bugging proposals by Gordon Liddy had been rejected, that Liddy, known to carry a gun, had threatened to kill Magruder, and that Magruder fired him as counsel to the campaign committee. But then Magruder said Liddy was named counsel to Maurice Stann's finance committee with the support of White House aide Gordon Strachan. And Magruder quoted Strachan as saying of the espionage plan, "The president wants this project to go on." Strachan denied to Ehrlichman that this conversation ever took place. But according to Ehrlichman, Attorney General John Mitchell, having already rejected a $1 million Liddy plan as too grandiose and another $500,000 scheme as still too high, finally in March 1972 approved a $250,000 proposal for 3 wiretaps. From a list of options, Mitchell was said to have circled the Watergate, McGovern headquarters, and Democratic Convention headquarters, this taken as Mitchell's formal approval. After the first Watergate break-in on May 27th, according to the deposition, Mitchell criticized Liddy for a botched job because the tap on Democratic Chairman Lawrence O'Brien's phone didn't work. Thereupon, Liddy, without consultation, organized a second break-in over the opposition of his partner, Howard Hunt, Liddy saying, "We can't call it off. We're doing this on Mitchell's order. We must go ahead." Ehrlichman said that in a series of talks with John Dean in February and March of this year, President Nixon became increasingly suspicious of him, finally sent him to Camp David to write down everything he knew. That, said Ehrlichman, was a device to smoke him out. And when he came back and said he wouldn't write anything, that did it. Ehrlichman quoted the president as saying on March 30th, "My suspicions are crystallized," though Dean wasn't fired for another month, during which, Ehrlichman said, an effort was made to get him to sign a resignation. Ehrlichman also reported that in his meeting on April 14th with Mitchell, he said that continued silence is not deemed as serving the interests of the president, but Mitchell simply denied any responsibility for Watergate. Ehrlichman said he tape-recorded his talk with Mitchell with extremely indifferent results. Whether Mitchell knew of being taped, Ehrlichman did not say. Daniel Shore, CBS News, Washington.